Recent disclosures made by self-declared Biafra leader Simon Ekpa have shocked Nigerians by claiming that President Bola Tinubu and other notable personalities are the target of a diabolical coup attempt. Ekpa's assertion on social media suggests that troops from the north are planning an attempt on Tinubu's life, escalating already high levels of tension in the country. Ekpa claims that Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma is connected to this purported coup, deepening the division between the caliphate and certain Yoruba groups. Ekpa accuses Uzodinma of siding with the caliphate over Tinubu, pointing to the latter's resignation as Edo election chairman as proof of his cooperation. President Tinubu, Chief of Staff Femi Gbajabiamila and Colonel Adebisi Onosanya of the Presidential Gas Brigade have called emergency meeting to discuss the growing situation in reaction to these concerning claims. The Presidential Gas Brigade has been put on high alert due to allegations of armored corps troops acting suspiciously, perhaps in preparation for a coup. White House sources have revealed worries about planned demonstrations resulting from Nigeria's economic difficulties, which have made worse by recent government actions, including the elimination of gasoline subsidies and the move to float the naira. The Nigeria Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress have scheduled protests about economic problems as a result of these policies, increased unhappiness and rising rates of inflation. Retracing the military's commitment to democracy, Chief of Defence Staff General Christopher Musa has issued a strong caution against calling for a coup. General Musa urges against measures that might destabilize the country, maintaining his confidence in Nigeria's democratic stability in spite of the country's economic challenges. Protests have broken out in many places as a result of the depreciation of the Nigerian naira in relation to the US dollars, which has made matters worse economically. But in order to avoid escalation, officials have advised against organizing demonstrations right away due to worries about possible unrest. Across a larger sense, a coup have increased dramatically across Africa in recent years, often as a result of political unrest and economic instability. Even though Nigeria has made strides towards democratic stability since 1999, the region's long-term stability and development depend on putting democratic values first and tackling socio-economical problems. And this kind of thing you see, say, Ekpa go dey jump on top. Well, like they always say that if if there's not an opening in a wall, the lizard will not be able to penetrate into it. So all the problems that have been spreading here and there is caused by the same people who are holding emergency meeting. That is their concern. Those ECPA is too small to create conflict between Tinubu and the North. His days are number. Kano said so many things, but it's now under the mercy of DSS. ECPA is in Nigeria. ECPA is in Nigeria in one of the forest parts of Imo State, pretending to be in Finland, creating a fake background by Biafrans. Did the same during the Civil War. Enugu had already been taken over by the Nigerian soldiers, but they continue to mention Radio Biafra Enugu. Kanu almost confused Nigerians as Buhari is not Buhari but Jubril from Sudan. Okay, Bidel, you are saying this, why Tinubu himself is not even having rest of mind. Oh, it's not having rest of mind though. They say he who wears the shoes know where it pinches. So Tinubu will have a better story to tell. So you that you are saying Biafra this or Biafra know that, like they say, if there's not an opening in the wall, the laser will not be able to penetrate. So if you open yourself to people or for all manner of things, people they will twist it, they will turn it upside down, they will say it the way it is, they will say it or maybe the way it is not supposed to be. So for all of you who are facing different direction, I pity you. I pity you, welly, 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 welly. No wahala. Let them continue. Let them not do the needful. Let them be beating around the bush. Let them leave the real substance and be chasing shadows. Do the right thing. All this nonsense will not be happening. I don't understand what the problem is. I don't understand. What they will say before campaign is different from what they will be doing when they are in power. They will begin to behave as if they have a mental problem. But no, when they are looking for what they want from the people, they will be aligning with the people, doing all manner of things. But do the right thing, that is where the problem comes in. It's just really, really unfortunate, honestly speaking. Do the right thing. All this running a task letter, holding emergency meeting, it will make no sense. But when it comes to giving politicians budgeting for them, you see that they are all up and doing. But do the thing that the Nigerian people or the people will be happy for. Like I always say when they talk about oh, let them gag or let them gag social media. If you do the right thing, the same social media we project your work. How many times have you seen the politicians in the Western world coming to campaign for Africans? But you hear their news, you see what is happening. People on their own accord spread the good news. And nobody needs to be saying, oh, don't talk, don't say anything because you do bad thing. Or because you have bad intentions. You will not be afraid. Oh, let them regulate their social media. Let them gag the media and all of those talk that does not, all of those talk that do not make sense. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.